focus of the project is to have a really low energy intensive building, and in a city like Doha, where temperatures reach up to 42 degrees during summer, cooling becomes a really important aspect of the building. And mechanical cooling is a very energy intensive system to apply into a building. Passive cooling technologies or techniques have been applied to this building.
In order to keep the cooling loads as low as possible, we implemented different passive cooling techniques. Such techniques include self-shading, evaporative cooling, as well as buildings respond to local climate.
As this project includes facilities that are shared by the community and not just the students, the main school buildings are separated from the other facilities like auditorium, swimming pool and gymnasium in order to maintain privacy, security and independent operation.
Cues from the local ancient architecture have been incorporated to protect from heat on the southern facade by introducing a secondary facade scheme, which has screens with perforation to allow adequate daylight penetration. Eastern and western facades have looms to control glare, solar gains, as well as daylight penetration.
Classrooms are the most heavily used spaces, thus they are oriented to face north in order to utilize maximum north light.
The other ancillary spaces like laboratories and workshops have been oriented on the east, west and southern facades as the usage is expected to be less than the classroom. Solar gains and direct daylight are controlled with the help of louvers, which are the shading systems, and by using materials with high thermal mass on the building envelope. Combined with night purging, internal temperatures can be maintained to an extent.
Self-shading is achieved by placing the buildings in close proximity, with the southernmost building being 8 meters in height and the following buildings being 4 meters each.
The main school building shape and orientation also make use of the local wind resources.
Wind towers and evaporative cooling techniques have been utilized to make the best of the local wind resources. Evaporative cooling is achieved by having shallow water pools below the building, where the wind is forced to pass through a narrow passage which is created between the buildings and the landscape. The cool air is then forced to penetrate through the building via air ducts or louvers embedded in the lowest slab of the building. The buoyancy-driven stack effect is further aided by introducing wind towers on top of the building, where the prevailing winds will pull the warm air out of the building, in turn pulling the cooled air from below the building.
The passages between the buildings will be cooled by wind towers using mist to cool the warmer air from the top and allowing it to flow to the open-to-sky corridors below. With respect to renewable technologies, PV solar panels can be set up on the expansive roof area.